With the new update, it caused a pretty big uproar, but today we're going to be taking a look at exactly what it was about the new update that caused it. So, here are going to be some of the key points about the new update, and it is, animals will no longer instantly respawn when a player re-enters the map. It will now take normal amounts of time for the animal to reappear on the map as originally intended. Whoa, what does that mean? That means they've adjusted it in the future based off of what people wanted, but initially they had it set a certain way for a reason. The next thing is all weapons should once again be accurate at the middle range if the player does not have the zeroing perk. Now, I'm not really sure what that affects, but that's not what's important. What is important though is animals should react appropriately again when players fast travel to tents. What does that mean? That means that up until recently, the animals wouldn't spook if they were within 150 yards, but now they're actually spooking. Well, the good thing is, if you're into having a wild yak attack you or any aggressive animals, all you gotta do is fast travel to a tent and they'll be right there. But otherwise, it's not the greatest thing I could imagine. Well, let's find out. All right, here we go. So we're gonna find out what it's like on the first zone here. We're out here 300 yards away from this zone on Ghost Lake, and typically after we take down some deer, well, I'm kind of interested in that one actually, and that one's another good one too, but we'll definitely check out both these zones here. So typically you could just come back, you know, maybe make like 1 or 2 passes around, go to 2 or 3 different tents, change the time, come back, and there'll be new deer in this area. But now we'll find out how long it's going to take for them to come back. Although also we're going to find out how the heck we're going to get a shot off here on that buck at over 300 yards. And we can barely even see him there. You know what? I think if we go down just enough, there's actually going to be a little pocket where we might be able to squeeze one off and go for a double lung shot. Just maybe. So we should be able to zero in for 270, which is good. And there's our buck right there, about to step out at 260 yards out. I think we might have dropped it. I didn't see it take off. And that is because... oh yeah, that's exactly why he didn't take off. Because we dropped him. So now that we got that buck, we're gonna see if we can't take down this big buck here. And after that, we're gonna make sure we try and take down at least one more. So then when we come back, we'll see how long it takes for another buck to replace these two. Now this is going to be quite the shot, but this rifle has plenty enough penetration to go through and get a vital hit at that distance. So I think what we're going to do is just hold straight on the chest and hope that it drops into the heart. Either way, it should definitely get a vital hit. We're going to stop right at about 280. You know what? Change of plan. There's no way that we're going to get a shot off when he's looking at us like that. There's just no way. So what we have to do is get his attention and try and get him to spin a little bit. Although 230 might be a little bit close. Ooh, that worked out just right. All right, now all he's got to do is turn broadside. There we go. And that shot was perfect because he's laying right there. Now I said we're going to double up. So let's see if we can in fact pull off a shot on this one. Oh, we only had 1 bullet left. Come on. What? Oh, we needed a follow-up so bad. I mean, our shot was perfect, don't get me wrong. Yeah, we got him. but we really needed a follow-up to help us bring him down quicker. Oh, and talk about just in time. We took down 2. Now we're going to be able to take down 1 more. But this time, it's a bobcat. Oh, that shot was money. Wow, that was such a perfect shot. Took him at about 280 yards on the walk with the 223, and we got him right behind the front shoulder. He just tipped over right there. All right, well, that actually worked out really good because I was initially wanting to get a shot off on a buck with this 223. Because mainly we've been noticing a lot of improvements on the accuracy as well as a little bit of the penetration. And well, now we got a buck down and we took a bonus bobcat. So that's pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure our big buck piled up right behind this ridge. But the thing is, because he was actually coming up from behind the hill, once we took the shot, I believe we dropped him, and that's why we didn't see him take off, but we also didn't see him laying there because he should be laying right here. That's where he was. Well, that's exactly where he is. Look, he is laying right here. There's the ridge, and it's kind of funny the fact that we could see him when he was standing up, but we couldn't see him after he piled up. Anyways, he's a good one, and he's laying right here. He's going to be a 178, but a very nice 270-yard trotting lung shot straight through the center of the shoulder blade there. And a solid buck down. So now that we have him down, like I said, we're going to check out this next region over here. And it looks like there's a couple doe over there, but I don't think it's anything too important. So we'll kind of just let them be. And then we'll go over here to grab our... Ooh, that was a close one. We almost took out that zone by taking out the bobcat, but luckily we didn't. Although I haven't really noticed this affect the game too much for my point of view. I have seen... Well, it does affect it if you want stuff to attack you. I have seen the wild yak attack us because as soon as you spawn in, they get aggressive almost instantly. So I guess that could be a bonus if you want to get animals to attack you. Or maybe even the tiger. Oh, we got a muley calling down over here. Now, this doesn't really have to do with what we're trying to hunt right now. Or accomplish, but, I mean, if he's big, then, you know, we're not going to pass him up. It's kind of difficult. Well, I was going to say it's kind of difficult to tell, but, not when he's laying right there. And we're zeroed in for 150, and he was only like 80 yards. Guarantee we shot him right in the vertebrae, but we might get a follow-up shot opportunity right over here. Well, here's our buck laying right here. Let's swing by and pick him up, and along the way, we will find out that we definitely got him in the vertebrae. You know, I'm really noticing some pretty cool things in the Discord chats lately. That is, a lot of you guys are starting to become friends again and get along. In other words, you guys are seeing each other's side of the story and kind of listening, and I think listening is a very important part in how we're going to move forward here in the future of the game. And, you know, it's cool that... Oh my god, that's a huge track. And what do we have laying right here? It's the buck that we hit with the AR-223, you guys. How cool is that? It led us right to him. There we go, a 316-yard long shot. Got him a little bit high there in the lung, but a 196 gold. But getting back on track of what we were talking about, I'm noticing that a lot of you guys are starting to, you know, come to an agreement, and that's a very special moment for me because once we started playing Call of the Wild like 6 or 7 years ago, this is way before the great ones. We used to have so many good conversations from people all over the world. They would join multiplayer servers. We would have people that come in and rifle hunt. Then we had people that would, you know, whatever, grind or casual hunt. It didn't make a difference. We all got along really well, and we just appreciated the fact that we're different. All right, I don't want to lose the track from our max weight muley, so we got to mark that spot there first. But anyways, let's go down here and pick up these 2 big bucks, or at least 1 buck. Yeah, because we already got the other big buck. Well, here's our bobcat down right here. We're gonna pick him up and see how we did. Ended up getting a lung shot. In fact, that was a beautiful shot, and it was a gold, 24.5. Very nice level 6 with the AR-223. So now we're gonna go down here and grab our big buck, which surprisingly did not float all the way back over to us. Like, what are the odds of that? It piled up in the water, but because his feet were still on shore, it didn't affect him to float all the way across the lake. But he's a giant. Oh my god, he is 237 giant at 266 yards. That was our shot right there, and man, this 577 black powder rifle is something else. Look at that penetration. When I said I believe we can get a double lung shot, I wasn't kidding. But not only did we get a double lung, but that was a clean pass-through double lung shot at over 260 yards. All right, so we're looking back over here now, and I am not sure how to react to this, but we literally just took down a buck over there. And already we have a new spawn back. Holy. Well, seems to me that the game is still definitely playable right now. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. That's the exact same location that we just were. And what a rip. Okay. So, what happened is, this location right here, where we just took down that muley, affected this zone, and now the zone is gone because we took down that tiny muley buck over here, and it was just barely close enough to add hunting pressure to it. I didn't realize that, and now we lost the zone, but that's okay. We still have one over here, so next time we got to be a little more careful about that. And this zone has a giant. All right, so we're trying to track down that big muley, and we actually got eyes on, well, I guess everything. A huge ram. There's a huge whitetail. Of course, we found the muley, which is right there, and he's a giant as well. 247 minimum. And then there's a huge whitetail, which I don't know where he went, but and apparently there's even a bobcat. So you decide. What do you want? The muley, the bighorn sheep, or the whitetail? Because apparently I can't. I don't know how the heck he just disappeared, but he was right there. All right, there she goes. He must have went. Okay, there's our buck. We're gonna go for a shot on this muley here, and I don't think we could actually even use the 223, which is gonna make for a very difficult shot. Extremely difficult shot. He's about 280 right there, and he's stepping out. Oh, that had so much potential, you guys. I don't know if we got him or not, but it had so much potential. Looks like it was a clean miss. Clean miss. Okay. I'm alright with that. I am alright with that. And we need to take care of this thing here. Alright, that'll take him down. So we also need to find out if we do in fact have the AR-223. Or, I mean, the AR-308, because we're going to need to finish this thing off, and I don't think we're going to be able to take him at 250 yards on the run. Open sights with this rifle. And you know, come to think of it, I'm pretty sure that's the first time that we missed with this new rifle. But I don't think it's just us. I'm pretty sure it's the rifle. Alright, so our buck ran off this way. And we do now have the AR-308 if we need it. But what we need to do is find that buck. We're gonna warning call. That's not him. Oh, but that is. Which one is the rifle in? Oh, 7. It's about 250 out there. Oh, we smoked him. I think we got him the first shot, but we put a follow-up in him just in case. What do we got over here now? More muley. Yeah, to me, it seems like there's still a pretty solid amount of animals on these maps. Oh, that's that tiny muley. There was another good whitetail over here. Yeah, I mean, there's still a plenty abundance of good animals here. There he is. What are the freaking odds of that? We were just talking about this. 350 yards. Oh. We had him. Had him. Well, I thought we had him. Wait, there he is! Right there! Oh my freaking god! Did you see that follow-up shot? What? Oh, that was a 400-yard drop shot. Holy, what a save. All right. Well, I think I'm content with the reviews. The game is still plenty fun. All right, so our buck was way the heck over there. 450 plus yards. And then our muley is laying right down here. Speaking of the muley, look at the rack on that thing. Holy, that's a good one. You got him piled in right next to this brush here, and his huge rack is sticking up. Wow, that's a giant. Looks like the first shot did connect at 265 yards, and it's going to be a 254 gold, but he weighed 390 pounds. So here's the first shot. We did put a follow-up because I wasn't sure if the first one connected, and obviously it did, but the follow-up was even better at 267 yards, going straight through the center of the lung. You can see kind of the incline of the bullet there, trajectory, and it hit perfect. What a buck. All right, now let's get over here and take a look at this giant whitetail that we took at over 450 yards away. And the best part is he's laying right on top of that ridge. So you don't even have to look for him. He's literally right there. This is probably one of the best outcomes that you can have when you're hunting out in a wide open area where there's a bunch of brush around. You want to hopefully get lucky enough to get him to where he drops right in the open. Because otherwise you could be looking through all this brush here. And good luck trying to find that thing. Good luck. I mean, without dogs, of course, if you had dogs, you could probably find them pretty quickly, but... Well, look what's laying right here, right on the top of this ridge. None other than an incredible whitetail. Look at the rack sticking up on that thing. Holy, that's going to be one unbelievable picture. And just like that, that's going to be it. Wow. And let's pick him up. Oh my god, is that thing a giant? But look at that shot. A 440 yard double lung shot. 238 gold. That's also a very rare score. Typically, this rack scores either like a 234 or like a 240s. You never see that 238 mark here. But in this case, oh my god, we got lucky. So what happened was we took the first shot, right? And he reacted, but he didn't know what it was or where it came from because it was over 400 yards. So of course, it's going to take a couple seconds for them to realize like what just happened. But then he thought, I should probably get out of here. And he was about to bolt. So when he put his front shoulder forward and started extending his legs, that's when we were holding it right on the spine. And it was literally just like this. We were holding it right here, right? Except for you got to imagine at this point, he's more level. So what happened is he jumps up, and by that, it ended up lifting his shoulders higher, and our bullet dropped. So what happened is he spun, and we got him right below the neck. Wow, what a shot. We almost got neck and double lung from that angle there. Definitely one of the top 10 of our best whitetail poses of all time right there. All right, well, to be fair, we should probably check out another location and see if these deer are going to respawn as fast as the other one did. In other words, we're going to take down these 3 biggest bucks here, and we'll see how long it takes for them to come back. We got a beautiful one right out in the front there at 250, and then another one out there, which is probably 350. Well, I mean, they're both like 350. Let's just be real here for a second. But we're gonna have to take kind of a front-on shot on that buck there, which is not necessarily ideal at this distance, even with this rifle. But if any rifle could do it, this is definitely the one. Oh, luckily we got a follow-up into that buck there. One buck went down. There's the other buck. Oh my god, I think we hit it. That should have been a hit. Alright, so as we're getting over here, it appears that we may have gotten more than just one, and actually more than 2, because we just checked the hunting pressure, and it looks like level 3 hunting pressure, potentially. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but it definitely looks that way. Anyways, here's this buck. And we went right over the top of the heart there. Got a nice long shot at 347 and a 214. Then there should be, for sure. Yeah. This is the second buck that we put a follow-up in. And then we hit another one that was running through here, which I told you I'm pretty sure we hit. Which would have been... right about here. Well, there's a deer piled up right here, and I guess that could be the one that we hit. In the end, it is him. Oh my god, what a shot. 440 yards. We almost dropped him. Wow. So it's a good thing we didn't take any more down, because that is not even the buck that we've been tracking. And there he is, right over this hill. Ooh. We could actually take that buck. It's a buck from the same herd, but that is a solid buck. And that follow-up shot was absolutely incredible. Because he's laying right there, and that is not going to affect our zone. So good. Alright, here's this one, and let's not run into the cacti. 169. We took a following shot because the first shot dropped low, but the second shot connected pretty nicely at 366 and a 169. And let's pick up our buck. It looks like our first shot actually did connect on the lung. It was a tough angle at 266, and we put it right on the money. Then our following shot was even better. That thing was going straight for the heart at 180 yards. Look at that shot. All right, so it's been a day now. We changed the time. We fast traveled back over here to this tent. And now we have, well, the whitetail are back, but it looks like there's 2 bucks here as well. So, and we even have more coming in right now. Yeah, I'd say the respawns are definitely working way faster than 30 minutes in game. Actually, I think it was 30 minutes real life. It's been maybe 6 or 7 minutes real life, probably. And we already have all of our bucks back here. Just like that. Just like that.